Originally built in the late 19th century as a hospital and training school for feeble-minded children, this residential institution specialized in the treatment of children with intellectual and developmental disabilities. It was owned and operated by the State Office for People with Developmental Disabilities all the way up until its official closure in 2011. Despite being a groundbreaking institution when it first opened its doors, the history of this now abandoned state school is a tragic one, marred by institutional abuse, neglect, and the mistreatment of the vulnerable population that its purpose was to serve. The state training school opened its doors in 1878, shortly after a state law passed that authorized the establishment of residential state institutions for idiots, morons, epileptics, and imbeciles. The state institution provided care and treatment to individuals who were beyond any means of their families to provide care and support for. It was also the first institution in the country that was solely dedicated to the care and treatment of individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Some old cleaning supplies down here. It's a pretty big building. We're probably going to be here for a little while. So we came down to the basement first to look for the morgue. We don't have much information on this place. I'm not really sure what's even here to shoot, except the morgue. And if there is anything besides the morgue, we don't really know. Gotta be careful, because there's a car right around the other side of the building. So we're still down in the basement. This looks like it was some type of lab at some point. We're gonna keep it moving, see what else is in this place. So, here's another lab station. Some old gurneys. Look at all the decay in here. There's another gurney over there.
In bed scale. Huh. So they lay down. And it would, I think you would lay down right here, and then it takes your weight. Interesting. Bingo. Here's the morgue. Why did it take this long to find it? Wow, that's grimy. Sick table, too. Electro something holograph. Not sure what this is. Sensitivity. All these old physician monthly orders. New York State Department of Mental Hygiene report of accident investigations. Wow. It's wild. It's all people's paperwork and stuff. Pharmacy dispensing order. Thorazine, Vistarel. Wow. It's the yellow ones. No more pharmacy. The institution operated as a small campus with several buildings that included dormitories, classrooms, and a hospital. The aim of the institution was to provide a structured and supportive environment for individuals with disabilities to learn new skills, receive therapy, and engage in productive activities that would enable them to become more independent. However, the state training school soon became another unfortunate site of both institutional abuse and neglect. Overcrowding and understaffing were endemic, with staff often resorting to brutal physical and emotional abuse to discipline and control the residents. The residents were often confined to their beds or locked in isolation cells for extended periods of time, and many were subject to medical experimentation without their informed consent. It's like a 4 or 5 person, 4 person. I think that's just the cooling stuff up there. Gauges up top. Looks like thermometers. Grimy too. It's a big morgue. Long. This one's actually flooded. That's some nasty water in there. That lower two. This table is epic. It's so decayed. Super grimy. Stainless steel operating light. Fixtures for the autopsy table here. All still there. Drainage. Tubing is still here. Despite years of complaints and protests by families and advocates, it wasn't until an expose by Geraldo Rivera in 1972 that conditions at the state school gained national attention. Geraldo's reporting of the rampant abuse and neglect at state institutions shocked the public and led to increased scrutiny and pressure on the state to address the institutionalizations and its citizens. After years of investigations and lawsuits, the state school ultimately closed in 2011, with residents being transferred to community-based care settings. We just got done shooting the morgue, and it was a pain in the butt. All the stainless steel on these morgue doors, the operating light, and the embalming table or autopsy table. I'm telling you, it was such a pain to do. Reflections galore. But we got it done. Most important thing. Bye-bye, morgue.
So, looks like some photographers set up some medical equipment in this room. Because this definitely wasn't left like this. That's a cool little shot. See some other stuff left in here.
super old. Foot pedals on it. I can't even read it. 280 or something it says. $10.80. That is old. So I had to look it up. This is actually for scanning people's brain activity and also neurons, to test their neurons or something like that in their brain and their functionality within the brain. Obviously, I'm no doctor or a psychiatrist or anything, so, but this is definitely old school, and I'm sure they use much more modern stuff nowadays. This thing looks like a torture device, but that's what it is for the neurons and the brain activity. That's crazy too. Old like lens thing, or X-ray thing, that's what that is, I think, yeah. It's just an old X-ray machine. Super old.
Physical therapy department. Just a gutted room. Just a lot of boxes, not much in here. The closet. It's a datascope, psychological recorder. This is an audio meter, it says. Very, very old stuff right there.
The history of this place is a tragic reminder of the need for compassionate and ethical care for people and children with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Its closing marked a progress towards a more humane approach to disability care, one that emphasizes the importance of community-based care services over institutionalization. However, it also highlights the ongoing challenges of providing quality care to the vulnerable populations, particularly those who have been subject to systemic discrimination and neglect. So you see, this was one big gym or playroom area for the kids. And yes, they actually lived here. Some Indians. To know me is to love me. Look at all this old arts and crafts stuff and watercolors from the kids. It's wild that it's still down here. Charlie Brown action. Now that's creepy. That is creepy for sure. Probably gave kids nightmares.
So we just got up on the first floor. I'm pretty sure the rest of this building's pretty much gutted. There was a fire in here. Got a lot of moss growing on the ground. So this is where X-ray was, but there's nothing in here. It's all cleaned out. I'm gonna get out of here because outside those windows there's buses and cars. So I'll stay out of the windows. That's sick. So a dental machine. So much decay in here. Look at these old curtains.
Cotton gauze for your pulled tooth. Another Ritter. There's the sink.
It's the lab for the dentist. Wow, the paint peel is just incredible in here.
So this is the main entry here. This is the main entrance. It's the old chandeliers. Front door's right there. There's cars out there. Gotta be quiet. It's like table and chairs set up here. Some chandeliers over there. I think I just found this old children's book. It's so waterlogged and it's gross. Interesting. Pretty sure this would have been the dormitory. Probably where all the kids that were sick stayed.
So this looks like some type of day room on the first floor. Got the arched windows. See the moss growing in here on the floor. It's growing up the walls too.
Oh, cool. Old dental stuff here. That's That's super old dental stuff. Look at this. Old toothpaste from the patients. Fluoride toothpaste. That's cool. The old curtains. And this machine is so old. It's been in here for a long time. It's broken in a couple areas. Still got the tray here. Look at that. Wow. That's pretty cool. It's a, what does that say? Ritter brand. Low high. That's pretty cool. Hydro tub. Hydrotherapy tub right here. There's the seat. Look at all that decay. Gauge over there. Aerator. Oh, here's the autoclaves. Sterilizers. It's pretty fancy. This one's monster over here. So this was the porch. These are the porches. These all windows all opened up and they could get sunlight and fresh air out here. And do some ironing. I like it.
This was another day room. We're up on the top floor now. There's a little outside area where they could go outside. So we're up on the top floor. So there's a hole in the roof right there. I don't think there's much more in here. Basically on the second floor, every single room was just gutted. Take a quick walkthrough, but I'm not really expecting to find anything worth shooting anymore. Is there anything?
No light though, but it's operating.
Is it?
Yep.
This used to be an X-ray room? Yeah.
Must be.
Yeah, this must have been.
Operating room or something.
But it's empty.
And on that note, we have come to the end of the abandoned Children's State Training School that was closed due to abuse and neglect. We certainly hope that you all enjoyed watching this video and maybe even learned something. We certainly must be grateful that we have come such a long way in our treatment of children with disabilities. For more photos from the State Training School and our other locations, visit our website at abandonedcentral.com. And don't forget, subscribe to Abandoned Central on YouTube so that you don't miss any of our latest videos. Also, if you want to help support us in creating these videos, please donate by clicking the Super Thanks link next to the download icon. Any amount of donation is greatly appreciated. Thank you all for the support.